I want to talk. The music industry has really changed in the last few years. Even since I went to school, I went to school for both design and for music, and that was about 10 years ago. And even since then, it's been a revolution, and it's completely changed. You know, the old structure of the music business has been turned on its head due to things like the internet and Spotify and social media. And this new world, I'm still catching up to figure out what it's all about. But my learning curve has been slowed because I don't actually use social media. I, I have accounts on all the platforms, and I do use Facebook to post things and to contact people. But I don't have the news feed. I have an amazing Chrome extension called News Feed Eradicator, which takes away the news feed, which is for me the most addictive part of Facebook. So now I just get notifications that I don't really care about, and I can still see birthdays and I can still contact people, so it's great. And Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, all of these things, I just don't have time for them or any interest in spending my time on those things because my time is extremely valuable to me, as it should be for you. And we live in an age where the iGen, people born after 95, they're suffering huge rates of like depression and, you know, and anxiety because they live in this world where social media has become such a big factor in our everyday life that they're almost forgetting how to connect with real people and with themselves. And they're being raised by their peers and by influencers more so than their parents and their families. And that's not to sound all traditional stuff. I think there's some great things in social media. But it's really, it's kind of sad how everything has gone online and how this has crept into the music industry as well, because it used to be that, you know, artists would create music and then they would share it and then they were musicians. Now it's like musicians have to be influencers. So they're almost just like influencers who happen to do music. And I can't even tell if this is a good thing or a bad thing. It's definitely a different thing. So, you know, a Michael Jackson or, you know, another pop star, they, you know, from the 80s and 90s, they might not work in today's age, but then again, a different kind of influencer, pop star, whatever you call it, they will thrive in this environment. So I don't know what's better or worse, and I don't even know if by me doing these videos, I'm trying to position myself as an influencer who just happens to make music, because I am a music producer and I have a label. But it's strange food for thought, and I talk about this with other people in the industry about how, you know, it's all about Instagram stories and Facebook Live and like where to put your advertising dollars and how to build your following and things like this. And it's almost sad because it's so formulaic now. There isn't a lot of room for that organic growth. In fact, like Facebook has made it almost impossible to build organic growth. The material has to be really unique, but even then, you know, people have to be aware of it. And attention is the most scarce resource in our society right now. If you're watching this, like, I hope you're getting value from it, because you're wasting a couple of minutes watching me talk. You could have used those minutes on anything else. So I'm thankful. Thank you for finding my content useful. I really hope it is, and I'll try to make it so. But we live in this world, and, you know, who knows what it's going to turn into. But at the end of the day, yeah, the content has to be good, and it has to serve people in some way, whether it's informative or whether it's entertaining or whether it's comforting or whether it's inspiring or whether it's practical. You know, these are the values that we're actually getting from spending our time on things like social media. And for music can do all of those things. It can inspire, it can comfort, it can inform, although informative music is not very popular, I don't think. And we just have to figure out a way to communicate with people, how to be respectful of their time and their attention, and make some dope shit that they like at the same time. Yeah, that's it. Take care.